Welcome back to the Rockies franchise. Today we are going to watch this team probably lose quite a few games. We're going to watch some player locks, and we'll get started with the losing here. 10-0 loss to the Arizona Diamondbacks. They have had our number so far. Zach Gallen absolutely looking like a superstar against us. Guess that's not too surprising anyway, but posting a sub-1 ERA while our team posts terrible ERA numbers. Can't hit a single ball. Yeah, not a great game here. Let's jump into some late game action though in this series against the Diamondbacks. German Marquez, the starting pitcher in this game. We're in the top of the 8th and he's still pitching. Now on his 95th pitch of the game. This one just happens to find the bottom line there and is marked a strike. And the count runs full. 1-0 Rockies. Can we hold on to this lead? And the slider will get Jace Peterson out. So German Marquez might be able to close out the 8th inning and then leave it to the closer, as that's called a strike on the check swing. Now 0-2, and Amador will grab this ball, and that should be very playable. Even with that 98 speed for Corbin Carroll, we will be able to throw him out at first. So 2 outs, and we can go into the 9th inning with a lead. This one in right to Brenton Rodgers, and he's got it, and that's the end of the 8th inning. So the Rockies are at bat to close out this game. 1 out already on the inning, but Dale Amador hits this one. That's a base hit, and he'll actually run for a double here. Just down the line. It's fair, and we have a runner on second now. Now 2 outs on the inning, and Blackman checks into the game. He's at bat. 1-0 already ahead on the count. This one hit up. Found him between center and left field, and that's going to be a RBI double for Charlie Blackman. The Rockies take a 2-0 lead. So not just going into the 9th with a lead, but padding our stats. And now a save opportunity for Justin Lawrence. Lawrence, the closing pitcher, has had some success this season, as that's a strikeout on the fastball. Very interesting pitching stance there, as the sinker hits 95 miles per hour, and that's a strike. Looking to get his 3rd strike. This one misses on the slurve. And we're going to see this one's called a strike on the slurve there. And that'll be the 2nd strikeout and 1 to go to end this game. Lawrence, 1 strike, slurve, top right. 1-1 counts even. This one's hit and the pitcher can't grab it. Lawrence misses, Doyle picks it up, and that'll be a base hit. As with 0 outs remaining in the game, the Diamondbacks are on their last legs, but a chance to actually pull things off here maybe. Four-seam fastball forces a strike, and this is for the game. This one hit up, and Nolan Jones won't be able to track it down. This might actually be a score here. And Jones throwing it. It's not even going to get to home. Amador can't quite throw it to 3rd in time, as Lawrence wasn't able to get to that base, and that's an RBI triple. So still a chance to win the game here. Alec Thomas. And Lawrence is gonna blow the save. Home run Diamondbacks, and they take a 1-run lead. Lawrence perfect until that final out, and then just absolutely blowing it. So the Rockies check in the bat, down 1. Can we get a run like we did last game? Perfect hit here for Nolan Jones. Right down the middle of left and center. Jones is going to score himself a double. Might have been able to go for the triple there. 70 speed's kind of an iffy call. Thought about having him go for it, but that's a double for Nolan Jones. Now Elohuri Montero checks in, and he'll hit this one. This one's going to get down before the center fielder can get to it as well. Nolan Jones will run on home. And the Rockies score the tying run as Montero tagged out. Don't know what I was doing there. That might come back to cost us. And it will, as Bouchard swings and misses on the strikeout there. We will end the 9th inning all knotted up at 3. So Daniel Bard checks into the game with a chance to give us at least a tie going into the bottom of the 10th. And that will instead be a walk. Tyler Kinley now checks into the game, and Kinley's been excellent this season. This one hit up. Bouchard will miss on it. And that's potentially going to be 1 run, maybe 2? No, just 1. Geraldo Perdomo hitting the RBI double there. Would have been a triple if he didn't have so many runners. And now Kinley will get a strikeout here, and the Rockies need to pull off magic once again to have a chance. Amador swings and misses. Of course, with the extra inning rule, we have a runner on second already. And this one's called a strike. I don't know what the ump's looking at there. Needs some glasses. 4-3. Amador down 2. Hits this one, and he gets under it. And it falls just in time. They'll throw it home to save the lead, but that's going to be a single, and it's going to now have splits on the first and third base. Brenton Doyle just barely strikes this one foul. Almost stayed on the line. And if Doyle can get this popped up, we can get a sacrifice fly here and tie the game. Doyle swinging and missing on the slider. And now it all comes down to our final at-bat, Charlie Blackmon. Ahead 2-1 now, falls even. 2-2 on the fastball, 96 miles per hour. And this one hit up. Can it get down? No, that's going to be an out. That is an out, and the Diamondbacks win off a blown save opportunity. The Rockies just cannot get anything going this season. The closing was really unimpressive there, and we'll go ahead and jump into a game from Chase Dollander, as this will be a fairly short episode before we start doing into the heavy simming here. But Chase Dollander, we've watched one of his games already. Thought he looked pretty impressive. Posting a 3.38 ERA, so definitely want to get that down if we can. That's one of the things I'd like to see less runs from him. He's very good with strikeouts, as this one's called a strike. Just happens to also give up a lot of base hits. This one is a strike, and he will not make it to first. Another strikeout for Dollander. Ahead 2-1 already, and this one catches him chasing on the slider. Kessinger strikes out. Dollander has his second. Now in the top of the second, this one popped up, and that'll be a fly out. Perfect game so far for Chase Dollander. Now 2 outs. This one hit by Dollander, and that's going to be a base hit. He was ahead 0-2 and gives up the single there. This one called a strike just on the line. Nice call there. Now ahead 0-2 on the strikes. And this one will be popped up. That is going to be a fly out. And we'll be heading to the third. So Dollander in the third now. This one's racketed off the club there. And it'll go deep. That'll be at least a double. No, it'll stay a double there. Runner decides not to test third. And so another base hit given up by Dollander. This one, check swing's considered a strike by the umpire. Now 1-1. This one hit up and foul. The slider. And the slider, the bottom left corner, gets Kessinger looking there. And that will be the end of that inning. So still no runs given. Curveball gets Adolph there. I didn't want to say his name. I hope he's not from Argentina. The 4-seam fastball. He's looking at that one down the middle. And he is out. Now Wagner will strike out. And that'll be yet another strikeout for Dollander. We go into the fifth here. This one, a really nice fastball to the left. And we've really been trying to work these fastballs around the box here. See what the batters will swing at. Corona will not swing at this one either. Now behind 1-2. This one's popped up. And that'll be cut. Another fly out for Dollander. So now against Salazar. Dollander. Nice fastball just inside. No swing there. A swing and a hit would have been pretty devastating. Of course, now against the lefty, we'll see what he can do. And he hits the lefty. I guess he didn't want to face him, and that's another walk. Yet another base earned, in a way, for Dollander. As this fastball strikes out DeZenzo. And another strikeout on the evening. Now up to 75 pitches here in the fifth. This one popped over first base. It stays fair. And that is going to be a double, getting a runner to third. So the Isotopes, we'll see if they can get Adolph out once again. This slider is popped into left field, caught, and that will be an out. Now already ahead, 1 strike, make that 2 strikes, top right corner pockets, fastball, gets the job done against Wagner. Up to 84 pitches on the game, make that yet another fastball that stays just inside the box there. And another miss. Slider going outside. Hensley will not chase it. So behind 1-0, Dollander going to put this right in the middle, and it's only a 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Thankfully not hit very hard. Now the slider will not be grabbed, and that's going to be a base hit. So Dollander giving that one up. Corona now. This one's hit by Dollander. He can't grab it, and that's going to be a single yet again. So Dollander giving up 2 base hits here in the 7th, and with a 0-0 game, the manager's not going to have any of that. He's going to pull Dollander. That's the end of his game. Not bad. You definitely can tell sometimes things get away from him, but really liked what I saw from him once again. A lot of strikeout potential. Of course, the Sugarland ends up winning that one, unfortunately. The Isotopes go down, but pretty solid game here. 2.33 ERA from Dollander. Jake Bird ends up blowing things pretty heavily. And the Rockies continue to lose, by the way. We'll check in for a game here against the Toronto Blue Jays, not Blu-rays. Although that would be an interesting team. The HD DVD. And Tovar pops this one up. This one will be caught. Foul ball goes out. And that's the first out here in the top of the 9th. Got to score 1 just to keep this game alive. Elhuri Montero checks in. This one's popped up deep, and that will be caught. And the Rockies now down to their last chance. And it is Britton Doyle. Swings and misses on the 2-seam fastball. And now 1-1. Count is even. Doyle. Pitcher takes a long time there. Doyle fouled off the slider. Bad timing. And this one's called a strike, and that'll be the end of the game. I think umpire just wanted to go home. Terrible call there, but that's yet another Rockies loss, and they have lost now 5 this week, and they are 2-12 on the season. 7 straight losses, 2-8 in their last 10. Not great so far for the Rockies. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This was a short episode. We'll be doing some more heavy simming in the episodes coming up. But thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.